Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Supriya Raja, and I have been in the field of special education for more than 12 years. And now I am the founder of the Empowered Parenting Hub. Well, in this video, I will be giving you this amazing, creative #1 hack to ensure that your young child would love to know more about words, to read, to be curious about learning. Which is that hack? Well, I'll tell you in a short while. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications each time I post a video. Now, getting back to this video, which is that #1 hack that you can employ to ensure that your child is always curious about words, curious about reading. Well, you see, young children, especially aged like from the age group of 3 to 7 years, they are an inquisitive bunch. So when you present learning and reading in a very creative and fun way, you can always ensure that they will be interested and engaged and always having the thirst to learn more. Because you see, traditionally reading has been always connected to a very two-dimensional format. So children also see reading as something very two-dimensional, which means they are seeing a lot of print in books or maybe on screen these days, but something which is very two-dimensional. But if you employ more interesting tactic or a very engaging tactic, you can actually, generate that interest in them to read more, to seek more, to ask questions more, to know more. Now, which is that technique? Simple. Always try and connect real-time learning, real experiences, your environment to learning and reading. Well, the usual strategies that are being told, even I have also mentioned, is that you can read to your child. Yes, that's a very powerful strategy. You can also create flashcards, make them read. That's also a very powerful strategy. But apart from all that, you could also try this technique, wherein instead of they reading a word and trying to decode that word, you can take out objects from your surrounding. Look around objects in your surrounding, very simple objects, according to your child's level. Suppose your child's level of understanding is at kindergarten or grade 1. So pick objects from your surrounding, maybe in your house or even around your house, where the name of the object is very simple. For example, you can point to a cat. Or if you have a pet cat, you can say, okay, what is this? This is a cat. All right, there's a cat. So what is the spelling of the word cat? If they don't know, if he's very young or she's very young, they don't know, you can spell it out. Likewise, if it's an older kid, you can take a little more complex object like a leaf or a flower and ask them, okay, this is the flower. What do you think would be the spelling of a flower? They will come up with some spelling. You can correct them and say it is FLOWER. After that, you can either write it in a piece of paper, just 3-4 words that you have pointed to them, and you can ask them to read it, or you can create flashcards. Now, to make the whole process more interesting and easy is don't take too many words in one go. Instead, every day, you can just pick 2-3 words or 2-3 objects, like I say, and let them derive words from those objects, like either pointing to a cap, pointing to a cat, pointing to a dog, and asking them, okay, what is that? That is a dog. What is the spelling of the dog? That's DOG. Okay, great. Now let us write it down. How do we read it? It's DOG or DOG. That's fine, whether they're sounding it out and reading or they're spelling it out and reading, it's fine, it's okay. So you try this method where they're deriving objects, they're deriving words from objects from your surrounding. Now, how does this help? Simply because it is more interesting and it is more engaging, where they are also involved. You start seeing that slowly they themselves start pointing to different objects in the house. Mama, that is a hat. Mama, that is a dress. That is a frock. Then they will try to guess the spelling of that frock. So you see here what happens is you're breaking this old notion that words are two-dimensional or that words are only seen in books or on billboards or on a screen, something very two-dimensional, but instead words have meaning, and that learning is interconnected. Learning is not happening in isolation, and everything is interconnected and part of our real-time world, part of our environment. So they slowly get the understanding that learning is happening with a lot of connections. They also start making connections, and you will see that when you employ this particular hack, they will also be interested. They will also start taking initiatives. You can also go ahead that, after you taking a writing down in a flashcard, you can also paste it on the walls, different rooms in the walls, so that when they're running around or when they're cycling around, they read the words. Oh, that was cat, that is CAT cat, or that is PEN pen. So they're connecting learning with playing as a part of the day-to-day activities, and that learning is not just happening in isolation, or that reading is not just only to be done in a particular time. It can also happen throughout the day. So you see, this is a very powerful hack, very powerful technique, and a very creative technique. It's a fun technique where you're connecting real objects in your surroundings and deriving words out of that. So try this particular hack, try this particular technique, and do let me know in the comment box how it was. What reflections you got, what learnings you got, how your child responded to that. Now you can use this particular technique from the age group, even if your child is 4 years or even 6 years or 7 years. Only that you will have the complexity level of the words be more. Will have to increase. Like obviously you cannot show a 7-year-old kid a cat and ask what the spelling of a cat. Obviously you want to increase the difficulty level of the level of challenge for the child. So you will point to a more complex object, like maybe for a 7-year-old, you can talk about a bigger object like a flower or a fridge, which is a bigger word, where a bigger word is derived out of that object. The second benefit here, apart from your child developing an interest in, seeking in learning, the second benefit you have in this particular technique is that it enhances automaticity of reading at a faster pace, simply because they're connecting everything to the real environment. They're connecting learning to their real life, to what they see in around their environment. So automaticity, because of that, they are getting more engaged. So the automaticity of reading will be enhanced. What is automaticity? It is nothing but when you see a word, you're able to read it in one instant automatically. That is why it's called automaticity of reading. So that element also gets enhanced manifold. Try this technique and do let me know in the comment box how it went. And before you go, I would like to also say that I have launched a course for parents, which is called the Empowered Teaching Blueprint. And it is for parents who have kids in the age group of 3 years to 8 years, wherein which I'm providing strategies and principles to help your child, to inspire your child to be more curious about reading, about learning. It also has bonus courses which deals with attention, comprehension, improving compliance towards you, and also helps to improve how to help you manage your own emotions. So it's a very comprehensive course. It's an amazing course. If you want to know more about that, I'll be providing my email ID. You can contact me there as well for a one-to-one consultation. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and have a great week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.